The Kardashians seem to be boring fans on social media, as their brand's accounts are shelling out low-performing engagement levels with followers. Kim and Co.'s online popularity is rarely questioned, but an analysis of their clothing and beauty brands reveals a remarkably low connection with fans. Celebrities with over 1 million Instagram followers are expected to have engagement levels between 1 and 5%, according to an analysis conducted by the U.S. Sun and Phalanx Analytics. However, virtually all of the Kardashians' brands are way off the mark. Khloé's Good American clothing range has an engagement level of just 0.02% from 2.4 million followers. More than a few hundred people rarely like the profile's posts. Kim Skim's clothing range and her SKKN Cosmetics line don't fare much better, with engagement at 0.09% and 0.05%, respectively. The company's posts have been getting a few thousand likes, but when their accounts have 6 million and 5.7 million followers, respectively, that's a drop in the ocean. While Chris Homeware brand Get Safely has 150,000 followers and an engagement rate of only 0.08%. The number of likes rarely hits triple figures. Kourtney's well-being firm, Push, is better than the others but still at a relatively low engagement of 0.15%. Kylie's toddler clothing range, Kylie Baby, has an engagement level of just 0.18%. Only her clothing brand, Key, performs at a high level of 15% engagement. Figures compiled by Phalanx Analytics had further bad news for the world's biggest reality stars, suggesting that their fans aren't listening online. 47% of Good American followers are not engaging, and only 50% are real, the analysis showed. Just 3/4 of Kim's SKKN followers are real, and 22% are considered non-engaging. This lack of engagement has led some leading experts to wonder if they're even paying for bots to follow them. The Kardashians use Botox for their bodies and bots for their brands. Coralie Trigger is an Emmy Award-winning digital creator who has worked with TV shows and celebrities on their social media content, such as The Ellen DeGeneres Show and Team Coco Presents, Conan O'Brien. Trigger was scathing in her assessment of the Kardashian family, telling the U.S. Sun, "It's a safe bet that the Kardashians use Botox for their bodies and bots for their brands." Believing the Kardashian brands on social media have grown without any help from bots is like believing the Kardashians look the way they do without any help from Botox. When celebrities say they've never had Botox, what they often mean is, "I've had work done, but it's not the brand Botox." The same applies when denying using bots to inflate their social media following. If I were a betting person, I'd say the Kardashians use bots for their brand just like they use Botox for their bodies. There are so many ways to artificially inflate social media followings, and it wouldn't be surprising if the Kardashians are leveraging any number of those methods to enhance their brands. Even though these practices are technically against most social media platforms' terms of use, and I never recommend them to clients, you might be surprised by how many of your favorite brands have employed shady methods to grow large followings. Fake followers. Social media consultant Matt Navarra, who has worked with the BBC, ITV, Meta, and Google, also reckons these engagement levels are disproportionate. Navarra added, "At a surface level, it does seem that the accounts highlighted have disproportionately low engagement for the number of followers they have. But there could be a number of factors at play here. Fake followers or a high proportion of spam/bot accounts could be one of them. As to whether they have paid for them would be pure guesswork without further investigation. It may also simply be that the brand appeal and content from these accounts is not as strong as it once was, and rival brands are doing a much better job at engaging with their audiences and customers." The U.S. Sun has reached out to representatives of the Kardashians for comment.